All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the 112th commencement ceremony for the Harlem Consolidated School District, honoring Harlem High School's class of 2025. If you are able, please stand as we welcome Melina Coletta, representing the class of 2026, to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, thank you. Please remain standing. Please remain standing. Thank you, Melina. It is a long-standing tradition that the Harlem School District hold its graduation ceremony on Memorial Day weekend. Memorial Day is a very special holiday where we take time to honor the soldiers, Marines, sailors, Coast Guard, and airmen who have died in service to this great nation. They say those who die in service to our country die twice, once on the battlefield and again when their names are forgotten. We have a tradition here at Harlem that we will say the names of everyone who attended Harlem schools and who made the ultimate sacrifice in service to the United States of America before the Harlem Band leads us in the national anthem. So please join in a moment of silence as I read the names of 37 heroes who have died in service to this country in order from the first on December 7th, 1941, to the most recent on June 8th, 2022. Lawrence Funk, Vernon Wood, Robert Bankston, Bernard Fair, Harold Holden, William Marks, Marty Wheeler, Frederick Wolcott, Leo Borden, Dean Call, Eugene Nordmo, Richard Crawford, John Darnell Jr., Douglas Anderson, Guy Struven, John Roberts, Jack Perigo, Richard Hersey, Felix Paris, George Vanis Jr., David Flanagan, Stanley Peterson, Harold Worley, Kurt Zimmerman, Nolan Black, Curtis Chalberg, Michael Dagnan, Patrick Finch, Terry Larson, Philip Nichols, Jimmy Owens, John Didier Jr., Dennis Schwengels, William Snyder, Craig DeMoose, Francis Wood, Nathan Carlson. You may be seated. Most of you may remain seated. At this time, I would like to ask any veteran or active duty service members in the audience or among our staff down here on the floor to join me as we invite the members of the graduating class who have enlisted in the armed services after graduation to also stand and be recognized. Veterans and service members, we thank you for your service, and to our graduates who are going on to serve our country, we wish you the best of luck, and we thank you in advance for your service. All right, everything that we're going to do here today is to honor you, the class of 2025, except for the next 30 seconds. Every single one of you, all of the graduates, have parents, friends, siblings, family members, and educators who have helped you get to this point. So I would like to ask you, the graduates here on the floor, to take a minute to stand and wave and clap for your parents in the audience, your family members. All right. All right, now the rest of the day is about you. All right. Excellent job saying thank you to your parents. That was wonderful. All right. So I am beyond excited to welcome everyone to the 2025 Harlem graduation. I'd like to start this morning by introducing you to a very special group of people who joined me on stage this morning. These individuals have played a very important role in your education, whether you worked directly with them or not. So I would first like to introduce the Harlem School Board. We have our president, Mr. Michael Sterling. Vice President, Mr. Kurt Thompson. Secretary, Mrs. Evelyn Meeks. Board members, Mrs. Rebecca Carlson, Mrs. Diana Johnson, Ms. Diane McKinney, and Mr. Aaron McKnight. And joining us from our district office, we have Mr. Josh Arand, Chief School Business Official, Dr. Jason Bloom, Assistant Superintendent for Communications and Community Engagement, Dr. Michelle Erb, Assistant Superintendent for Curriculum and Instruction, Ms. Heidi Lang, Director of Student Support Services, Ms. Rebecca Logan, Director of Elementary Education, Dr. Shelley Wagner, Assistant Superintendent for Human Resources, and one more very important welcome, the Superintendent of the Harlem School Districts, Dr. Terrell Yarbrough. Also on stage, helping me honor the graduates, is our Associate Principal, Mrs. Maria Boonthong. And helping us out on the floor, we have the rest of our administrative team. We have Mr. Reed Allison, Ms. Nikki Dawson-Foley, Mr. Blair Lemons, Ms. Danielle Townsend, and Mr. Shane Turner. And very importantly, joining us at the end of the rows in the processional are educators from almost every building in our school district from grades pre-K through 12. Thank you, educators on the end, for joining us this morning as well. And one more very special group to thank. How about a round of applause for the Harlem High School Band? All right, I can't put into words how excited I am to be here. Having this role in the Harlem community is truly the honor of my lifetime. I am so blessed to have been able to serve you throughout your high school career. I love my job. I still can't believe I'm at work right now. I love being your principal, and I love that we get to celebrate you together this morning. Each and every one of you, no matter what you do or where you go, will always have a special place in my heart and all of your educators' hearts as well. You have come a long way, class of 25. Think how far you've come. You spent your middle school years either at home talking to your teachers through a screen or trying to make friends 6 feet apart with half your face covered. You had to get used to school again as ninth graders, and now many of you are among our first graduates to have completed truly articulated career pathways. Throughout your time here, the high school itself grew for the first time in a quarter century, and each of you grew, but in far more significant and in far more meaningful ways. I am proud of how far each and every one of you has come, and I am excited to see how far you will go. It is tradition for the principal to give a charge to the graduating class, and that is what I would like to do for you all this morning. My charge to you all is the same one that I gave to the first class I served as principal in 2022. I have the same charge not because I'm lazy, but because I believe in each and every one of you and in each of your ability to carve your own path toward greatness. And I believe deeply in this charge I have for you today. My charge to you comes from a song called Head Full of Doubt, Road Full of Promise by a band from North Carolina called the Avett Brothers. I think this is fitting for the occasion because you all may have a few doubts about your future, but I assure you, you are on a road full of promise. There's a line in that song that simply says, decide what to be and go be it. And that is my charge to you. Decide what to be and go be it. Decide to be great. Decide to do what is right. Decide to take on challenges and decide to overcome them. Decide to take risks. Decide to follow your dreams. Decide to get back up when you get knocked down. Decide to find injustice in this world and decide to interrupt it. Decide to stand firm in your beliefs. Decide to help others and to decide to ask for help when you need it. Decide to be kind. Decide to be there for your friends. Decide to be true to yourself. Decide to call your parents. Decide to tell them that you love them. Decide to take what you've learned and use it to make this world a better place. Decide to grow and decide to love. Harlem High School, graduating class of 2025, my charge to you is to decide what to be and go be it. All right. We traditionally have a farewell address from the president of the senior class, but in the spirit of collaboration, cooperation, and representation, the class of 2025 decided to have a leadership team rather than a class president. These 4 individuals have worked together all year to make sure your senior year was special, so I would like to introduce this year's leadership team and welcome them to the stage to give the farewell address together. Please join me in welcoming Antonio Aguilera, Lola Cook, Mackenzie Erickson, and Asia Pierce.
Hello everyone, I'm Antonio Aguilera. I am one of your 4 senior leaders speaking today. And we're going to be telling you the chapters of our story. Chapter 1, the beginning. For me, entering this district was terrifying. I was angry with my parents for moving me, but looking back, I send a thank you to my mother and my father for doing so, and a special thank you to my sister Raina, who herself is a Harlem alumni. Now, as I stand here before you at graduation, you might recognize me from being on H&N a countless number of times, running around taking photos for the yearbook, or every year when I wore a Spider-Man suit to school. But just 4 years ago, 2021, we were all freshmen with a brand new school. COVID-19 was almost over, and we still had to wear masks for a little bit, if you can remember that. And I could not have been less prepared. Not because of COVID-19 being what it was, but because the hallways moved quickly. I couldn't find a single classroom, especially in the English hallway, and a lot of my classmates were already adults. I didn't believe in myself. So say what you'd like about Harlem High School, but I had teachers like Mr. Chu, Mr. Sangi, Mr. Sweet, Mr. Tassoni, Mrs. Zabel, and Mrs. Cooper Gallagher, just to name a few, who told me that they believed in me, that they saw that I was going to go on to do great things, that I was a leader. And looking back, I still don't understand what they saw then, but they were absolutely right. And that's what makes them so great. They can see things in us before we can see them in ourselves. And I guarantee that every single one of you has leaders that guided you here just like this, that allowed you to go off and become your own transformational leaders. So be sure to give them your thank you. But it wasn't just our educators. Throughout the struggles of a new environment, the one thing that kept us going through it all was our friends. A school with almost 2,000 students, there were so many new people to meet, and I loved every moment of it. My friends were fun, they were awesome, and they were probably gonna be my friends for the rest of my life, right? Wrong. While I still cherish my freshman lunch table and my old advisory group, eventually we all grew apart. And that's okay. It's all a part of our next chapter.
Chapter 2, the growth. There are 3 components to growth: perseverance, embracing challenges, and self-improvement. First, perseverance. We have all been in that position where we have felt and have been told to never give up on our dreams, never to give up on a big academic goal, and to never doubt your ability in a school sport. We have also had different days in our journey to success. We may have had days where we give 110% and others where we feel like giving up. However, practicing a skill over and over again is what leads us to success and high achievement. For example, when I joined a lot of clubs this year, I was thinking how easy and fun it would be to meet new people. I was quickly hit with the struggles of a packed schedule, forgetting meetings a lot, being stressed out and having harsh deadlines, and doing community service. Now I can look back and appreciate all the hard work and perseverance that I pushed through to be able to speak to you this morning. I can also be thankful because it helped me get into the community and be a part of so many lives and make connections. Overall, strength does not come from what you can do, it comes from overcoming the things you thought you couldn't. Second, embracing challenges. I think we all agree that we would rather take the easy route when trying to reach goals. However, I believe that we must be able to tolerate the uncomfortable feeling of struggle. Every challenge we encounter is an opportunity to learn and grow. I have always been uncomfortable with public speaking, but if I want to be a teacher, then I must overcome fears and step out of my comfort zone to achieve this bigger goal. Like right now, as I'm speaking to you, I may seem like I have it together, but I'm internally screaming, yet celebrating my bravery. Little successes are big ones too. What we need to learn is that all challenges are temporary. We must be able to take deep breaths and remember that you are in this moment for a reason and that you will work through it. We can always adjust when it feels like a cycle of not getting to your goal. It's a good sign to then find other ways to lead you in the right direction. Lastly, making your best effort. The best thing we can do to achieve our goals is to be our best version. Being able to realize when we need breaks and when we need to push a little harder. Using bad days as motivation to keep going and using great days as even more motivation. Show the world what your purpose is. Lastly, self-improvement. Self-improvement is what shapes you at the end of each chapter of growth. When you sit and reflect how far you have come. It is the pride you feel when you finally realize that you got what you wanted. The achievement you have so long fought for. We are living a huge one right now. Let's reflect together. Sitting there in a cap and gown, do you feel how much improvement you have made? From freshman year to senior year, do you see how much you have changed? When you look around, can you spot faces who have been by your side? We have all experienced 4 years in the same halls, in the same classes, and in the same building. We just experienced it in a completely different way. I want you to remember that someone here realizes and notices your growth. I notice your growth. I have seen all the amazing things that you can all do, and I want to see even greater things in your future. Thank you.
Chapter 3, the community that helped us grow and thrive. I'd argue that building a community of supporters is one of the most important parts of any of our high school experiences. Whether you built your own community of teachers who stayed after school to help, your friends and peers who studied with you on late school nights, or your family members who maybe helped you narrow down your future plans, all of these people were instrumental in building who we are as young adults today. Personally, I would not be here today on this stage without my own group of supporters. I'd like to thank my teachers who taught me life lessons on top of lessons from the curriculum. I'd like to thank my parents who never stopped supporting me through all of my challenges and victories, my brother who gave me his best words of wisdom, especially in times when I needed them so desperately, like this entire school year, my friends who helped remind me that although I need to graduate, I can still have fun and don't have to take life so seriously. I truly would not be here if not for all of the love and support I have been shown by everyone in my life. As we walk through our future, may we not forget all of the people who impacted our lives through their dedication, patience, and unwavering commitment to guiding us to success. As all of these people were vital in our progress through our high school years, equally as important were our peers. These were people who we had so much in common with, whether we'd like to admit that or not. We have so many shared experiences that helped us bond as an entire class. We were able to make new friends and strengthen existing friendships just through these shared moments, which all of us should be forever grateful for. So, as I wrap up this speech, and we all get to turn our tassels, then leave this area and move on to the rest of our lives, remember to tell someone thank you. Whether that person is a friend, teacher, parent, or anyone else, tell someone thank you. Because we all know we would not have been here without someone supporting us along the way. Thank you so much and congratulations.
Chapter 4, The Future and New Beginnings. When people talk about the future at graduation, they usually say things like, "Sky's the limit," or "Go chase your dreams." Yeah, sure, those things matter, but maybe it's not just about chasing something far away. Maybe it's about being present and letting the future unfold one step at a time. We don't need to have it all figured out right now. Some of us are heading to college or trade school, some to work, some are still searching for what's next, and that's real life. It's messy, uncertain, and yet somehow still beautiful. What matters is that we keep showing up, and that we take some of the key concepts learned from high school, like being kind, staying curious, and staying true to who we are, even when life pulls us into different directions. This isn't a goodbye. It is just the beginning of a wonderful new adventure. And no matter where we end up, we'll always take a piece of Harlem High School with us. Here's to writing our own stories, one page at a time, and completing one important chapter of our lives. Congratulations, class of 2025. We did it. Thank you.
Thank you, Antonio, Lola, Mackenzie, and Asia. I would now like to welcome this year's Salutatorian, Avery Wallace.
Good morning, class of 2025, and a big thank you to everyone here to support us today. Your presence here means the world to us, and we are truly grateful. I want to start by acknowledging the pivotal role of the parents and supporters who have been with us every step of the way. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for helping me achieve the incredible privilege of being at this podium. Thank you, parents and relatives of the class of 2025, for your continuous support and motivation, which shaped my classmates into the self-actualized individuals they are today. When I look at my fellow graduates, I feel immeasurable admiration and pride. Reaching this milestone may not have been easy. It likely came with its fair share of obstacles and bumps, but it is these moments of difficulty that help us grow as individuals. Earlier this year, I wrote and delivered a speech about the value of strong character at our National Honor Society induction. I spoke specifically about the importance of growing in character and confidence. Let's try something for a moment. Everyone try to remember what you were like in your freshman year of high school. I recall being timid, insecure, and somehow also full of attitude. It's unreal to me that the same girl who was afraid to raise her hand in class is now giving a speech in front of thousands of people. High school has been a collective journey through which we've all shared and supported each other. Whether it's been our parents, relatives, teachers, or friends, the influence of others has helped us become more thoughtful, capable, and confident versions of ourselves. As the class of 2025, we've grown together, faced challenges together, and celebrated victories together. This shared growth is something we can all take pride in. Throughout my high school career, I've learned many lessons. I have learned which water fountains to avoid and which bathrooms smell the least bad. Most importantly, though, I've learned lifelong lessons about resilience, compassion, and friendship. My lesson about resilience came my sophomore year. I stayed up late for hours doing homework and stressed over every assignment and test. These moments spent hunched over countless worksheets taught me the power of resilience and the strength we all possess to overcome challenges. When I received my final grades for that year and walked out of the school, it was as if my hard work had finally paid off. The compassion is less of a lesson learned and more of a skill I developed from observing the kindness and empathy of the people around me. Finding ways to relate to others is not always easy. However, it helps you grow into an emotionally intelligent person who sees value in connecting with others. The final lesson I learned is that friendship is vital to success. Connections and support from the right people can motivate you to grow as a person and as a student. My friendships with intelligent, kind, and wonderful people have uplifted me and made me a better person. Many of the vital friendships I made are within this audience today. However, it would be unfair not to acknowledge 3 of the bravest people I know who spent this year on foreign exchange. Mili Tarragona, Roxana Gutierrez, and Luan Martinez, we applaud your fearlessness. Their courage inspires me to try new experiences, such as being in front of all of you today. Who you surround yourself is indeed who you become. These next 4 years do not come with a map. There will be times where you feel uncertain or as if you had lost your way. However, with your past experiences, the lessons you've learned, and the growth you've achieved, your compass will always guide you to the right path. When these difficult moments arise, I encourage you to remember the skills you have equipped to handle them. Lead your lives with compassion and be the one to make a difference, offering kindness. As you begin the next chapter of your lives, remember the supporters you have in this room and how your journey is a journey shared and celebrated by many. What happens next is entirely in your hands. Move forward with courage, conviction, and the confidence that you are ready for whatever comes your way. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2025.
Thank you, Avery. I would now like to welcome the valedictorian of the class of 2025, Joshua Watkins.
Good morning, everyone, faculty, students, families, and anyone who happened to wander in because nobody stopped you. As you just heard, I am Joshua Watkins, valedictorian for the class of 2025. Although many of you don't know me, or perhaps just not that well, I will still try my hardest to represent you all to my best ability within the next few minutes. First of all, I'd like to personally thank my parents for always pushing me to do my best. Even though they never set any real standards for me, they would continuously remind me of my own goals and to not let them go. And for this, I am truly grateful. Of course, I'd also like to thank all of our teachers from the past 12 years as well. I greatly appreciate them all, and even if I can't possibly list them all now, they know who they are. Enough of the personal talk, though. Let's get on with it. When I was told I would have to give this speech, I never realized just how difficult it would be to figure out exactly what to say. So I looked at the last year's valedictorian speech, and the one before that, and the one before that as well. That's when I ran out of inspiration because it took a pandemic to make us realize that maybe we should record the graduation ceremony. Anyway, each of them seemed to present the common idea that maybe we all go about life differently than others, and I'd like to continue that tradition. Success does not look the same for everyone, and I believe that truly reflects itself in this year's graduating class. I know numerous people who would sacrifice sleep to get an assignment done on time. I also know people who would do what they can and leave the rest to fate. Yet, I look into this crowd and see both types of people staring back at me, both about to receive their diplomas with the same writing in them as everyone else. We have all equally earned this achievement, and don't ever let someone else tell you otherwise. No matter how we got to this point in our lives, we still made it happen. I, for one, did not build any background. I am not a straight-A student, I was not a member of any clubs, and I spent one season with the golf team fooling around on the practice squad. But our differing stories still led up myself and others to this podium, and all of us to the stage that we each will be walking across momentarily. I could see the intense diversity in this group of people in front of me, all tentatively waiting to go out into life and move on to the next chapter. Some of you may have it all figured out, while others might still be stuck between a multitude of equally appealing choices. No matter your decision, though, just know it is the best one, because you got to choose it. Even if it doesn't end how you expected, it's now one less possibility off the board and one more step closer to certainty. But we can all agree that this day is one we've looked forward to for years. Or perhaps not. For a lot of us, school was an outlet for our social lives that will now be left behind. It seems silly to think that our friendships simply end after high school. After all, we can still hang out at each other's houses, right? Unfortunately, in a way, they do end. You try to stick to those who you are really close with and keep in touch with others. But as life catches up and times change, a text back and forth is never truly enough. Eventually, you'll get settled in and realize that those days are long past. Soon, you become your parents, taking a break from shopping and talking to an old friend for what seems like hours in the middle of the produce section of a store. That, I believe, is the real challenge of high school, giving up that atmosphere of talking to others while forgetting that you have a big exam next hour. All those late-night football games and packing the student section and slowly taking more photos over the years as you realize that your time there is running out quicker than you realized. From what I've seen, this really hit most of us during senior sunset this year. Seeing almost everyone in one place one last time before being sent off on our own individual paths. Nothing else mattered in these moments, and that's what made them magical. The stress of the real world is washed away when we collaborate, even if it's just for an instant, which is why I encourage you all to enjoy this summer. Where am I? Oh, although what's done is done, we can still slow down and take time to appreciate these coming moments. Make new memories and hold on to previous ones. You may even meet new people who will join you on your journey as well. Just be thankful when you do, because you can never truly grasp just how crazy it is that you and someone else met. It is something that I myself try to understand, but cannot. The world works in mysterious ways, and you'll all figure that out when needed. Anyway, these ideas are not something I want you to think about today or tomorrow, but rather remind yourself of when you need them the most. Now is the time we celebrate our accomplishments and the many more to come. So thank you all for allowing me to be here today. I truly hope we each find a rightful place in life. And once again, congratulations, class of 2025. We did it.
All right, thank you, Josh. Our final address this morning, for our final address this morning, it is my honor to welcome Harlem School Board of Education President, Mr. Michael Sterling.
Good morning, everyone. To our esteemed faculty, proud parents, devoted family members, dedicated teachers and staff, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2025. It is truly a privilege to stand before you today as we celebrate your remarkable milestone. In the lives of our students here at Harlem, graduation is a time of pride, reflection, and anticipation, a moment to honor the years of hard work, growth, and determination that has brought you here to this day. To the families and loved ones in the audience, thank you. Your encouragement, sacrifices, and constant support have been the bedrock which our graduates have built their success. You've been the early morning motivators, the late night listeners, and at times, the emergency tech support. Today, your role in this achievement is undeniable and deeply appreciated. To our exceptional teachers and staff, your passion, patience, and unwavering commitment have helped shape not only the bright students, but also the thoughtful citizens ready to contribute to this world. Thank you for your guidance you provided and the standards of excellence you uphold every day. Graduates, I want to share a quote that it feels especially relevant today. Rocky Balboa once said, "It ain't how hard you can get hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward." Over the past few years, you've navigated challenges, moving through setbacks and uncertainties. You've endured and grew, and through it all, you've moved forward. That resilience is something no textbook can teach you, and one of your greatest strengths. This is a milestone as a result of your efforts, your persistence, and your willingness to keep showing up even when the path was unclear. You've grown into thinkers, problem solvers, and leaders, and now you stand ready to step into the future. As you move ahead, keep your curiosity alive. Neil deGrasse Tyson reminds us that the most important thing is to not stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existing. Let that curiosity guide you, let it push you, and keep you learning to explore new ideas and to challenge what's possible. The world you are stepping into is full of opportunity, but it also needs your vision, your compassion, and your leadership. Don't be afraid to aim high. Don't be afraid to fail. Every great achievement starts with the courage to begin. In closing, let's celebrate all that brought us to this moment. Graduates, we are proud of you. We are excited for you, and we believe in you. And we believe in the extraordinary things that you are going to do. To the parents, families, teachers, and staff, thank you for the love, the support, and the belief you have poured into this class. Your efforts have helped make this possible. Congratulations, class of 2025.
Thank you, Mr. Sterling. All right, we are here to honor excellence. To that end, at this time, I would like to recognize all of our students who have earned the Harlem High School Grade Point Average Medallion to stand and be recognized. These students have distinguished themselves by earning a grade point average of 4.0 or higher. So congratulations. All right. Dr. Yarbrough, members of the Harlem School Board, it is my honor and it is my privilege to inform you that I have certified that each of the students gathered before us have met all of the requirements of the Illinois State Board of Education and the Harlem Consolidated School District. They have all earned the title of Harlem alumni. Members of the Board of Education, please assist us in the presentation of diplomas. All right, are we ready? Lorena Abazi.
Anthony Delgado Absalom.
Kaylee Faith Adkins.
Antonio Francisco Aguilera.
Saif Ali Alameri.
Liliana Sky Almond.
Nolan Grant Amder.
Ethan Robert Amneson.
Gavin Aramis Anderson.
Addison R. Andrews.
Adriano Astolfo.
Sean William Austin.
Simon Richard Axe.
Nevaeh Lee Bates.
Gabrielle E. Baumgardner.
Matthew Patrick Bechtel.
Chloe Nicole Bedine.
Andrew Robert Bell.
Candace Lynn Bender.
Spencer Ryan Barris.
Isabella Ray Bergstrom.
Derek A. Bernadon.
Bryson William Berry.
Jalen Lola Bevins.
Haley Alexis Bilodeau.
Ashton Lane Bittinger.
Angelina Jade Blazer.
Milo Lucas Bloomingdale.
Elizabeth Brianna Bloomer.
Sean David Bowley.
Audrey Marie Bogdonis.
Drew Michael Bryan.
Brianna Simone Britton.
Charlie Mae Brockman.
Brielle Elena Bro.
Chloe Joy Broughton.
Latarian John Brown II.
Sarah Bryson.
Matthew Shane Buck.
Olivia Ray Bueno.
Aubrey Rose Burbach.
Kaylee Marie Burke.
Dominic H. Butera.
Luca Bettina.
Jairo Camacho.
Dominic Henry Carlson.
Nicholas James Carlson.
Riley Cobain Carlson Biofus. Braylon Jeffrey Carpenter.
Athena W. Carroll. Isabella Liliane Castillo.
Victor Hugo Catano.
Dina Marie Cicerelli. Dylan James Cicerelli.
Brianna Lynn Clark. Henry L. Clark.
James G. D. Clark.
Lane E. Clark.
Finley Dale Clausen.
Leanne Michelle Cockrum.
JC Marie Collier.
Landon J. Colliot.
Chloe C. Cook.
Lola Marie Cook.
Skylar Lewis Cooper.
Aaliyah Rose Corienti. Claire Alyssa Cutler.
Julia Makia Franco Dagdayan.
Thomas James Dalen.
Kylie Darty.
Sky Ann Delameter.
Emily P. DeMullen.
Bailey Michael DeVlieger.
Colton James DeVlieger.
Trinity Rose Dill.
Mason Allen Drake.
JC L. Dahl.
Destiny Cheyenne Edler.
Jet Joseph Earlywine.
Ethan W. Ecker.
Evan R. Ecker.
Nevaeh Nicole Eckhoff.
Paige Deanne Ekron.
Braden Fisher Edmonds.
Caleb Eklund.
Lily Grace Elbert.
Cheyenne Diane Elliott.
Carly Starr Ellis.
Back Gamil Elzofri.
Chase Daniel Englund.
Mackenzie Grace Erickson.
Brandon J. Eterno.
Zyaria Zytisha Eubanks Macklin.
Bella Alexandria Evans.
Brianna Lachey Kamali'i Wahine Ekoekk Evans.
Preston James Fadness.
Cole R. Farmer.
Scarlett Claire Favre. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Paige Fetter.
Hayden Parker Fedderson.
Antonio N. Felix.
Tessa Ann Files.
Jasmine Rain Fisher.
Jermaria Flanagan.
Anastasia Michelle Floyd.
Brooke Julia Foster.
Lamont DeAndre Foster.
Faith Alexia Franco.
Ayana K. Frank.
Monica Fragoso.
Christopher Richard Fulton.
Iona C. Garcia.
Sophia Rose Garcia.
Manasia Gatlin.
Caden Ryder Gaudry.
Timio Paulo Gibbles.
Rylan I. Gilbert.
Riley Ann Gilbert.
Kaylee E. Glasgow.
Christina Gligorovich.
Alexander Paul Gertz.
Camila Gomez Morelos.
Amarius Gonzalez.
Angel Gonzalez.
Drake Joseph Gonzalez.
Hector Anibal Gonzalez Vasquez.
Dylan Lee Goodall.
Aiden Thomas Goodwin.
Andrew James Gould.
Kyle Jacob Greer.
Samantha J. Grinall.
Dominic Guffey.
Felicity Francis Bueller.
Nevaeh Bell Gullickson Shipman.
Stephen Matthew Haas.
Ty William Hafferty.
Sean Michael Haggerty Jr.
Hayden Allen Halfaker.
Ellison Grace Hannum.
Gracie Jailene Marie Hansen.
Asia M. Hanson Bird.
Isabella Mia Harris.
Aaron Lee Havens.
Elliot Byron Hawkins.
Braden Lee Hahn.
Ahmad Trayshawn Hurd.
Caden D. Heater.
Adeline G. Henderson.
Valana Rose Hendricks.
Kenija Zoe Janae Henson.
Shida Marilis, Mariel Hernandez.
Monte Hickman.
Alyssa Lynn Hillstad.
Peyton M. Hassan.
Derek Douglas Hogan.
Rosemary Ann Hogue.
Ella Louise Holte.
Caden Huckstep McLaughlin. Sophia M. Huff.
Owen Mitchell Holmes.
Charlie May Hewells.
Hayden Christopher Hunley.
Gabriela Ibarra.
Ava Armory Jackson.
Mackenzie Dawn Jackson.
Brady Michael Jacobson.
Molly Elizabeth James.
Anya Jankovic.
Kendall Elizabeth Janish.
Angeli Jimenez.
Samuel Alexander Johnson Davis.
Lola Ann Johnson.
Mackenzie Elizabeth Johnson.
Nathaniel Edward Johnson.
Tyler Scott Johnson.
Imani Chanel Marie Jones.
Tallulah Faye Jones.
Tayson Lee Jurgens.
Doria G. Keener.
Colton Matthew Kilbreath.
Jalen Nicole King.
Rexton Converse Kirk.
Hunter Ray Cleanse.
Janelle Elizabeth Knotts.
Brianna Tess Knudsen.
Lindsay Emma Kolonowski.
Stefan Krajiznik.
Glendis Siribeth La Rosa Oliveros.
Isabel Renee Leidenberger.
Noah Michael LeMay.
Ryan Matthew Lawrence Jr.
Benjamin H.T. Lee.
Angel Leal de la Cruz.
Trevor James Lensing.
Caden P. Lenz.
Elijah D. Livingston.
Peyton Javon Lewis.
Ellie M. Lightfuss.
Sophia Mary Lynn Lilly.
John Brian E. Linda Jr.
Addison Teresa Long.
Natalie Lopez.
Tegan A. Lott.
Christian Ian Lusty.
Rihanna Shalon Mackey.
Hunter Patrick Maddox.
Jakari Raul Magdaleon.
Zane Michael Maggio.
Caroline Christine Malicki.
Marissa Jordan Marshall.
Avery Elizabeth Martin.
Christopher Allen Walter Martin.
Jaden Thomas Martin.
Leonardo Martinez Rascon.
Samara Corral Martinez.
Autumn Brianna Matthews.
Bailey Rose Morrow.
Joshua B. McCasklin.
Kenneth J. McCluskey.
Drake Allen McDonald.
Matthew Benjamin McKee.
Keegan Michael McAnany.
Jaden Storm McGarry.
Cole Austin McKee. Elena Menz.
Ariel Michelle Miller.
Brielle Rosina Marie Miller.
Yulia Miroshnik.
Luke Adam Mershak.
Kane Tyler Mitchell.
Javen Lee Montoya.
Caitlin J. Moore.
Caden Joseph Moore.
Kyliania J.W. Morrison Manley.
Owen A. Mounts.
Jamani Navi Muhammad.
Elias Munzer.
Austin Scott Myers.
Megan Janelle Nagel.
Cully Christopher Nelson.
Nicholas Antonis Nesland.
Olivia Grace Neubauer.
Vincent N. Newen.
Jaden Allen Nichols.
Quinn Knopfnagel.
Georgina R. Nunez.
Daniel M. Nuanco.
Miles Lawrence O'Malley.
Andrew Dane Michael Olson.
Trevor William Olson Linenfelser.
Carter Liam O'Meara.
Chloe Grace Ortega.
DeMarco Jonah Ortega.
Bailey M. Ortiz.
Nathan Joel Ortiz.
Sarah Ortiz Espinoza.
Sierra C. Oyen.
Eric Esteban Paguay.
Richard Parrott.
Antonio Marshall Paul.
Connor Joseph Penny.
Lizette Perez.
Zoe Angelica Peterson.
Aaron S. Piper.
Asia Simone Pierce.
Nolan Lee Pinkston.
Shivani Lachey Perello.
Jordan Raymond Pitzenbarger.
Mackenzie Ann Pickowitz.
Riley Sue Jean Pulcher.
Tatum Irene Puckett.
Noah Douglas Pamilia.
Erie Sage Ralph.
Connor James Ralston.
Lila Renee Ramirez.
Leo Soren Ramos.
Sadie Irene Ramos.
Ashlyn Marie Rangel.
Owen Bradley Recoy.
Cameron Matthew Riley.
Omar Renteria.
Kira Leah Rapoon.
Mariel Acariel Reynolds.
Madeline Marie Reed.
Tyrese Cortez Richardson.
Sawyer L. Rydens.
Mia K. Rinaldi.
Celia Joan Rippertella.
Zane C. Ritter.
Oscar Froylan Rodriguez.
Yaeli Rodriguez.
Xander Jace Romero.
Mason Allen Oviedo Ronan.
Andrew Wayne Rose.
Jackson Ross.
Amadeus Benjamin Russo.
Justin A. Rux.
Zion J. Ricks.
Khadijah Ali Hassan Sahori.
Cesar Fernando Santana.
Antonio Santiago.
Xavion Esau Saucedo.
Avery Bell Sawalski.
Kate Aaron Schemmel.
Cameron Donald Schmittendorf.
Russell James Schmidt.
You're welcome. Bethany Ann Shanehair.
Hannah Grace Schultz.
Savannah Lee Shutt.
Lydia Michelle Schwartz.
Addison Scott.
Amar Seferovich.
Malachi Center.
Dakota Sky Sentik.
Kobe Lee Shaw.
Jaden M. Shaparsky.
Lucas Anthony Shutkiss.
Brian Simon.
Gianna Noel Sims.
Zarion Duvall Sims Bryce.
Kaylee Lee Sitter.
Caden Alex Smith.
Lillian Elizabeth Taylor Smith.
Preston Cooper Smith.
Matthew Christopher Sparks.
Shamari Unique Spearman.
Xavier James Speed.
Emily Joanne Spencer.
Madison Grace Stadler.
Caitlin Marie Stauffer.
Maria E. Stone.
Nolan Paul Stoneburner.
Gideon John Stridle.
Jasper Morgan Sturgill.
Aiden Matthew Sir.
Taryn Michael Sullivan.
Logan Davis Swan.
Haley Ellen Swanson.
Cyan May Takala.
Jackson Evan Tank.
Jalen Rose Tate.
Kylie Nicole Taylor.
Lucas Paul Tervelt.
Tiara Naziah Thomas.
Miles August Thompson.
Nathan Aaron Thompson.
Kelsey Ida Thornton.
Isabella Elizabeth Marie Tinnen.
Dake Jeffrey Titus.
Devin Jerry Titus.
Emma Anya Todik.
Kendriana DeMaje Torrance.
Giselle Van Torres Rodriguez.
Kelvin Tree How Treen.
Gianna Ruth Triplett.
Bo Axel Tufty.
Nicholas Charles Turcha.
Naima Serenity Marie Olsaver.
Alexander Lee Valance.
Aiden Abraham Vasquez.
Angel Jeremiah Vasquez.
Sharon Daniela Vasquez.
Wyatt Franklin Vessels.
Angela Marie Villa.
Abigail Rose Vinger.
Avery Grace Wallace.
Mason Maurice Walsh.
Trinity Marie Walters.
Liam Alistair Ward.
Gavin Michael Warner.
Joshua Michael Watkins.
Madison Yvonne Watts.
Victor Robert Wieland.
Benjamin Isaac Wells.
Nicholas Stephen Wanger.
Adriana Chandra Marie Whitmire.
Carter Owen Whitmire.
Madeline Grace Weiss.
Trey Thomas Wigginton.
Alicia Sky Williams.
Daquan Lottie Williams.
Gabrielle Alyssa Williams.
Prince Williams.
Isaiah Dwayne Williams Wallen.
Kenneth Michael Wilson.
Maxwell James Wilson.
Jacob James Wines.
David Keelan Winslow.
Sophia Louise Withrow.
Chloe Drusilla May Wishtecki.
Kylie Sue Wolfgram.
Marquel Camilo Woodfork.
Khalees Itira Woods.
Chase J. Wright.
Joseph Clayton Wiley.
Colton Allen Zanoni. And would everyone please rise for the final graduate of the class of 2025 from Harlem High School, Peyton Elizabeth Zilhart. Graduates, at this time, move your tassels from the right to the left side of your camp. It is my honor to present to you the Harlem High School class of 2025. Congratulations.